Hi, my name's Zachary Angela, and I wanted to go over a few things about Go and um, one caveat and sort of a way to ensure things have integrity between maybe your database and your data or files. Um, the first thing I wanted to go over was for a range loop. You know, a lot of times you can just have just a value and then whatever the slices that you're kind of going through. Um, in this case, I needed to go through something that was a slice. It was a slice of structs and then its field. Which you can go through the slice of structs, but when you need access to its field, for whatever reason, you can't just do it this way. What you need is either the index or something that sort of omits it. Either way, that would be how you would range through a slice of structs field. And so, I mean, this would be the struct. This value or field is the slice of those structs. It gets loaded in through this function, loads them all up for these URLs. What is this URL? I guess I could show you the data right here. And the URLs, this is a URL field or column, but the whole database is pretty much URL, and that is URLs, and it goes into this struct. As you can tell, titles, lib tag, titles, lib tags, you know. Anyways, so you need this in order to get access to its fields, otherwise it'll error out and it'll basically say, oh, this isn't a method. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. The other thing I wanted to go over was kind of what this referential integrity between the files and the database is. And because I needed something, because when I run this, let me go to here, start. You have some here that when you do it, well, I have it debug mode, but it would create the files here inside your app. See, it already did. Anyways, but what would happen is when you go to delete one of these, sometimes it wouldn't quite know what to do or where to find a file or whatever it was, or maybe I edited it in the database, but I needed a way to make sure these two things have referential integrity. So what I did was create this function, ranged through those structs of all those different fields, and then I needed a way to tell whether or not it was a file that was in that directory here. And so basically I'm doing it from the URLs, but I'm taking away these slashes here, and I jump through it. Oh, slashes are gone. And then I'm putting it in as the .html, which new page.html, new page.html, so it's in there. But I need a way to ensure that if there's any extras inside here, and I start comparing it to the database, that there's integrity kind of going on. Otherwise, it'll screw up the program. So the next thing I would do is this function, which takes in the string of what the file is, and this function, I have to go past it, but basically this gets the stats on that file, and I know that that file is in apps templates and SETI here, and this is the name of the file, app template, and so it gets the info from that, the data, whatever you want to call it, and checks whether or not it's there. If it is there, just return, and if B is true, this is checking if it's false, because if it's false, the file's not in there. So if it's false, go in and delete. We'll check the database, put it back into URL form, check the URL field in the database, then, delete it. And so this would run through all your files and everything, which basically ensures file to database referential integrity, because it's checking through all these files, and it's taking it from the database and looking for the names. I suppose if there's an extra file in here, it wouldn't quite know. Well, no, it would, because that's checking against the. Well, yeah, because if it's checking first with the database, if it grabbed here first, and then, yeah, it would have to run through these, and then I'd have to probably create another function here that would grab all the names of these, then check it against the database, which wouldn't be too hard, but I guess that would be true referential integrity. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that, and I like doing it in Go because it's really easy to read. You can basically reason out what's going on. I don't have to worry about this code again. Like it's going to work in a lot of different cases. So as long as it's pulling in that slice. I mean, I suppose I can change it to any, but whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to go over. If you have any questions, please let me know. All right, take care.